Ricky Gervais, welcome. So, I won't translate that clip. Someone else will have to do that. But thank you for sending us that clip. It's as we are watching Afterlife here in Norway and Sweden. I know you've been watching a lot of Sofia Helin and The Bridge, and she's with us tonight, as you can see, with Elsa Holsk.
Hi.
I know. Hi. Bridge is one of my favourite shows of all time. In fact, it started me on these Scandi noir and all European sort of dramas. That was the first big one that I watched. I was like a child. I wouldn't watch things with subtitles till about 5 years ago, and now I can only watch things with subtitles.
So tell me. So when you are watching Sofia playing Saga Norén, if it was possible for her to see you as well, through the screen, what would she see?
Oh.
She'd see a fat bloke in his pyjamas with a glass of wine, right, like that.
So tell me, on that note, what is your relation to fashion? How important is fashion for you?
Right. Well, as you can tell, I'm a slave to fashion. I gave up fashion when I was about 25, I think, and then once I got fat, it was I just want comfort. So
Elsa, give Ricky one fashion thing, one fashion item that he could use. What would be his thing that he could use?
Give the ladies what they want, more skin. Just more, like what you said, on the couch, naked, more skin.
I've already got way too much skin, but I need a lot of skin to cover my body.
Okay, so, Sophia, you got this suggestion for Ricky.
Yes.
Go on.
You don't need to put on anything special, because you can just use your eyes. They are glittering like this. We don't need to see any suit.
Yeah, it's the alcohol. They're watering.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you.
I was watching Afterlife, your series, and it's about a guy who loses his wife. She's dead, and he tries to go on living, but he feels that his life is pointless without her. And I wonder, is this depicting in a way your worst nightmare? You've been with Jane since the beginning of time.
Yeah, well, that's the initial idea was, you know, if you lost everything, and you were going to kill yourself, but you didn't. In this case, because the dog was hungry. You know, which is funny and true. You know, you still have duties, you still worry about stuff, and the guy thinks, okay, you know, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it on my terms. I've got nothing to lose anymore. I've always got suicide to fall back on. I can say and do whatever I want. That was the initial idea, that sort of vehicle to suddenly deliver anything you wanted. It was like a superpower. And then I had to think, well, what's losing everything? And for me, it would be your soulmate, your life partner. And so that's where it started. But yeah, and selfishly, there's a line in it where the lady in the graveyard who's lost her husband, you know, says, I'd rather live missing him than have him live missing me. That's how much I loved him, you know. And I'm selfish. I want to die first. But that's selfish in a way, but I still do.
In what way? I mean, don't. It's normal to fear death, to fear being dead. I mean, it's.
I don't fear being dead. I don't fear being dead. You know, I won't know about it. That is the best thing about being dead. You don't know about it. It's like being stupid. It's only painful for others. But, you know, I mean, I worry about how I die. I don't want to die in pain or lonely or falling on a spike. Right? But, you know, but no, I don't believe in an afterlife, so I don't think there's anything, you know, to fear after death. That's just, you know, my belief, you know. And people say, you know, what do you think it's like after you die? And I think it's like the 13.5 billion years before you were born. And that was all right, wasn't it? So...
I read, Ricky, that because last time we spoke about your cat Ollie, and I read that he passed away.
Yeah, she died just before lockdown.
It was a she.
You've misgendered my cat. How dare you?
I'm sorry. It's the name Oliver that confuses me.
Yeah. Well, it's cats don't mind. They don't care if you call them a man's name or... No, it was a lovely little a female Siamese cross, and she lasted 16.5 years.
I have a Tonkinese.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're great, aren't they? Yeah, she was quarter Tonkinese. Yeah, yeah, they're great.
Yeah. So smart.
And,
I have two hamsters.
Smart.
Does it count?
I had a hamster when I was little. Yeah.
So?
Yeah, I love hamsters.
Yeah,
they're great.
They're cute.
Massive testicles, the hamster.
Oh, I have two
it must be the biggest ratio of testicles to body of any animal.
Okay.
The hamster's that big, and the testicles, they hang out the back like they're stealing, shoplifting melons.
Tell me, did you have to make that decision yourself that it's about time to say bye-bye?
Yeah. She'd been ill for a couple of days, and we took her to the vet, and they sort of gave her something, and then she wasn't getting better, and you sort of burst into tears and say it's now, and took her to the vet, which is the kindest thing to do.
How old was she?
16.5.
Oh wow, she was so old. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did I ask you because I had to do the same with my dog this spring,
It's terrible.
and the thing is that people don't understand it. It's just us having animals that can understand this, but it's a tough.
Yeah.
Process.
I can't stand the idea of an animal in pain. I've never could. I've never understood animal cruelty. I just don't get it. I just think if you don't have empathy with animals, you don't have empathy. I just don't understand how you can't. They are us.
Did you get, because I thought that was a weird choice, whether to get the ashes or not. They offer you to get an urn with the ashes.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah, we did, but we just, we spread them in the garden. I'm not superstitious or anything, but yeah, we spread.
Because I got this urn, it just says dog. I don't know if it's my dog.
So you don't mix it up with gran, dad.
Ricky, it's been next year. It's been 20 years since The Office and your big breakthrough with that series.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I wonder if that were to be launched today and seen for the first time today, how would it be received?
I think it would be received the same way, but there'd just be more complaints, because that's some people's job nowadays, is to complain and be heard and be offended and try to get things cancelled. And I think a lot of it is totally fake outrage, because they're shouting out of a window and they want someone to hear them. Some of it's stupidity, where they don't understand it. I mean, I think a lot of offence comes from people mistaking the subject of a joke with the actual target, because, you can't legislate against stupidity. But you have to ignore it, and you have to, stick to your guns. And there's things that, 15 years ago that were really right on and woke and ironic and, ridiculing those things. But now people are taking them on face value, and they're ignoring the context, ignoring the satire, ignoring the irony. And they know full well that it came from a good place. But I think people just want to cause a ripple.
It's not always about what happens now either. It can be about what happened 20 years ago as The Office.
Oh, it's
I mean,
it's ludicrous. Kevin Hart did some tweets 10 years ago that he deleted and apologised for at the time, and then he lost his job as host for the Oscars because he wouldn't apologise again. And he's right, because if there's no value to saying sorry and moving on, well, you might as well not change. You might as well carry on. And I just think there's this punishment. People want blood. It's just about
it's always a life sentence, isn't it?
Yeah, it always comes back to haunt you. You can never, you know, saying sorry isn't enough.
I just wonder, which side of politics do you see as the biggest threat against the freedom of expression today? Is it the left side or the right side?
Well, there's no such thing as a side anymore. It's ridiculous because it goes left and right, and then extreme left, extreme right, extreme left, extreme right. They come round and meet. It's extremism that's the problem, and Twitter amplifies that. If you're mildly conservative on Twitter, you're Hitler. You know, if you're mildly left-wing, you're Trotsky. And if you're a centrist, they both hate you and you're a coward. There is no nuance. There's no argument, you know. It's just... And it ups and ups and ups. I think that extremism is threatening everything. And people are liars, and they pretend it's because of what you're saying, but really they just don't want to hear it because you're not on the right side. There's so much hypocrisy and lies, and the more you tell a lie, some people believe it, and that is like the new politics. Lie enough till people believe it, and it becomes a truth.
Thank you so much for using this room again for your right to free speech. It's always wonderful to talk to you, and I know that you're writing season 3 now, right?
Yeah, I've nearly finished because I had more time on my hands than I thought I'd have this year. But we'll be filming next April, hopefully. If there's still a world, I don't know what's going to end the world. I don't know whether it's going to be a civil war or a pandemic. But I just want to get out Afterlife 3, and then you can end the world.
Well, like a cockroach, I'm still here. You know, it's I'll be here anyway. So, see you again. Thank you so much, Ricky.
Thank you.
Ricky Gervais.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the clip. For more interesting conversations, please hit subscribe. About you, it's always an element of humor or comedy, even in your mother's funeral.
My dad's, my mum and dad's funeral. We were mucking around. Even when my mum died first, and it was a long, horrible illness. It was lung cancer. It was lung cancer, and it was dreadful. I mean, the worst situation you can imagine. It was dreadful. So there was a certain amount of relief afterwards. She was out of pain and everything.
How long did she have it for?
Oh, a year. It was dreadful. I remember, it was dreadful. But when we were organising the funeral, the vicar said to my brother, "And tell me something about your mother. What was she?" And my brother, just mucking around, said, "She was a keen racist." And that, right? And the vicar went, "Oh, I can't put that." He went, "I'll put gardening then." And then he gave the vicar the wrong names of the kids, so when he read out, we all laughed. The wrong names. And at my dad's funeral, I went prepared. I got loads of nieces and nephews. And I went, and they all started sort of crying, and I handed out tissues. And then they all started laughing because I'd written things like "stop snivelling" and whinging. And the vicar was looking over us laughing during his funeral. We explained to him afterwards. But yeah, no, that's exactly that's exactly what humour's for. Yeah.
Tell me about Derek. Derek is your new series.
Yeah.
Or your latest series.
Yeah.
He's a quite different guy. He's very different from David Brent.
Yeah.
The Office.
It's funny because I still deal with sort of like, flawed characters, and, I suppose sort of these are more outsiders. But the flaws of the characters I usually delved into with people like David Brent or Andy Millman, it was their own fault, you know, it was ego or ambition or jealousy. Whereas with these guys, it's superficial stuff. It's like bad hair, a shuffle, a funny voice, you know. And that was because I wanted it to be superficial and something important could come along and trump it all, which was kindness or compassion or caring. And I put it against an old people's home because I always try and write about what I know, and about 6 of my family, my mum, my sister-in-law, her kids now, they worked in care homes. So I sort of had that backdrop. And again, they'd come in with stories that were really, some were really sad, and some are really funny, and some were really sweet. And I remember first watching Derek, they'd say, is it a comedy or a drama? And I went, well, what's your life? You know, it's a bit of everything, isn't it?
You're doing a new movie, writing it yourself. I saw you write that.
Yeah, called Life on the Road, and it's David Brent trying to be a pop star.
I'm not trying to get to the Derek.
Sorry, I've just ruined your flow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had this wonderful flow.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Freddie.
Are you in charge?
Well, I used to be.
Sorry.
Can you get me a beer? Because they said they wouldn't
This is
allow
like
beer
a
on it.
band.
Do we have some beer?
He's in charge, see?
Freddie, you're
I
in
have
charge.
coffee.
Claim it back. I'm so sorry.
Never mind.
It's yours.
I have another show next
Do
week.
the intro.
You can cut this bit out.
We'll pretend. We'll pretend there's the...
Yes.
Yeah.
OK.
So we're going to watch a clip from Derek now.
They're laughing, they know, see? This is never going to cut together. It's going to cut straight from your interview to this clip.
Yeah, I know.
Your terrible trauma, and then you go, anyway, Derek. It's the number, honestly, the number of shows I've done where I'm going on to do something about a comedy or a children's book, and the person before me is just one of the first shows I ever did. It was like a daytime show, and they said, coming up next, the hilarious Ricky Gervais and his funny menagerie, Flanimals. But first, why do teenagers self-harm? And then there's this one, and I had to go out there. It was just dreadful. It always happens. It always happens to me. You did it on purpose, didn't you? They got kidnapped on purpose just to ruin.
Take a look at this.
Derek.
This is a clip from Derek.
I goes, whoops, sorry. And people goes, oh, don't worry about it, Derek. Accident. But if I drops a baby or sits on it, whoops, sorry, isn't it? No. I actually think like that. When someone says, do you want to hold it? I just think, what if I drop it? You know, so, yeah.
How are you with you chose not to have kids.
Yeah, but I've got loads of nieces and nephews, and they're having kids now, and...
So how are you with them? Are you good with
A working
kids?
class family. I'm a great uncle.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's not like it's...
They're like mice.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I come home for Christmas and they're through the pockets and everything, coughing on you. I'm always ill after I visited my family. 13 kids. Oh, that's it. I lose weight after Christmas where I've got some sort of illness. No, I love kids. Other people's. I love other people's.
You don't want it.
You can play with them and go, right, that's enough. I'm off.
So one final question, because we've been talking about her getting married. Are you ever getting married? Because you've been with the same woman like for...
Yeah, 30 years. Well,
30
we are
years.
sort of married.
30 years?
Yeah.
What's it, 18, 30? OK,
Yeah.
so he's...
But we are sort of married. It's just, you know, I mean, I don't really see the point in a ceremony. You know, we share everything. Everything's in both our names. It's, you know, I don't want our families to meet. That wouldn't work. That'd be like Game of Thrones. Yeah, we got loads of toasters. We don't need to get married.
Ricky, it's great to have you here. We're
Thank
going to have
you.
another guest on. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Here is Ricky Gervais.
A new series of extras starts this week. Congratulations on getting a second series, essentially, but also...
Congratulations on already fucking it up. It's next week, you moron.
Hello, Tiny Tim. Hello. Oh. I bet it looks even worse from that angle. Keep going. Right.
See?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
What do you think it is that people must... Why must everyone have it?
I can't say what I'm thinking. And they all are too.
Yeah.
Everyone's thinking it.
Go ahead, say it.
Yeah.
Are you an outdoorsman? Do you go out? Do you?
I do. I play tennis. I play golf. I run. Believe it or not.
Is that how you get that deep, buttery tan you have?
Mr. Norton, I'm so excited about your Christmas show.
Bah!
But sir, there'll be. Brilliant. That's all you got, bar.
Yeah.
I do look a bit more like Parker these days. I don't know. That's the problem. You're getting me
wish.
confused.
He's kept himself in trim. Look at you. Undo the button. Go on, let it hang out. Look at this. Look at
There's
this.
nothing
no,
there. There's nothing
right.
there.
Fucking
No.
let it go.
What?
Look at that.
What is the best thing about having one of these?
The length.
Yeah. Not so much the width.
The width is important, but I prefer, personally, I prefer a long, thin one to a short, fat one.
I can't believe this. You had a birthday, and is it 50 years old? You're not 50 years old. Are you really 50 years old?
50, yeah.
I mean, you look tremendous. You look like you're 35. If somebody had said to me, how old? I say 35. 35, honestly. You look exactly like you did the first, except you're in better shape. Remember you used to come out, you're sort of pear-shaped when you come out? Now you look great. You didn't
good. Say that at the time, though, did you?
No, I didn't know I didn't know what to think.
Well, no. You said, well, you look good now because I looked awful before. That's all you're saying. I needed you to say it before. You're pear-shaped. I'd have worked out faster. But now...
But how do you feel at 50? Good, right?
Well, yeah. I'm grumpier. I think I'm grumpier.
Grumpier?
Yeah, yeah. I understand you a lot more now. I think. Do you know what I mean? No.
Do you have a dog? You should.
No, we've got a very old cat. She's 16. It wouldn't be right yet, and we travel too much, you know. And
Do you travel with the cat?
no.
Maybe have a dog when you're on the road, and the cat won't know. Like a traveling salesman who has a different wife in another town.
Yeah, but my cat's on Twitter, and someone will tell her.
Can you not drive at all?
I know.
No, but do you know how?
Well, I've seen people do it. I don't.
But you don't have a
I'll have a
license.
go. What?
You don't have a license.
No.
Okay.
You can't drink and drive, so what's the point?
That's kind of...
Getting caught in the zipper. Does that mean this zipper?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's never happened. Just one of the advantages of having a very small penis.
It's not something you brag about. No, you don't brag about that.
I hate to boast, but it's pretty tiny.
Oh, my God. Do you think maybe at 60 it'll get even worse?
I don't know, because you said I looked better than I did at 40.
Oh, you look much better than you did when I first met you.
So if this carries on, if you looked at a graph,
yeah,
I'd look like Johnny Depp when I'm about 70.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Call me when that happens.
The best thing about being dead is you don't know about it. That is the best. It's like being stupid. It's only painful for others. So it's fine.
Very nice. That's very nice.
For everybody, you went to the Achilles heel of everybody. Like when you tell a woman who's, you know, that it's, you know, she looks old, that just hits a woman deep in the...
Who did I say that to?
I think you said something about the Sex and the City women, like about...
I said it was airbrushed, and I said we know how old you are, girls. I saw one of you in an episode of Bonanza.
Okay. Come on, say it all.
No, I was saying, why lie? There's nothing wrong with being 50 or looking 50.
But you're not a woman. I get you.
But I don't think you lose your sensuality at 50.
And now that you're older, has it occurred to you again, have you given any more thought to God and whether he might be real?
Yeah, I think about it every day.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's not.
You'd like to be like an evil supervillain.
Yeah, that'd be good.
What would your power be, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I'm 43. I don't know. Do I have to have a... I'd be annoying.
I'm really annoying. I could do that.
You'd be not
most-
just super, you'd be super annoying.
Yeah, anyone that came to Batman would go, oh, this is just...
And what's the matter with your voice?
I've got a sore throat.
Ah.
So that's it.
How long have you had the sore throat?
Just a couple of days.
See, now I had a sore throat and around the holidays.
It's all about you, isn't it? It's all about you. I've only got a day to live. They said, what do you want to do?
And then when that didn't happen, what is it? And then when that couldn't happen...
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
No.
I'd like to go on Jimmy Fallon, please.
And so, that's not what you said.
No, I didn't.
You want to do something else, and then...
I said anything but Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Is it true, the story about getting the call from Stephen Hawking?
Yeah, well, I did. I got a call from this guy.
How do you know it was him?
Well, last time I saw you, I've seen you since then. But last time, do you remember when we flew together? You have to remember this. It was made me laugh. I was crying.
That's not a euphemism. That's not some...
No one thought it was a euphemism at all.
But that night we flew together. I'll tell you one more thing, just to show how stupid he is on national television. He won't mind. We have these reality game shows, Nick. There's so many of them. And you're getting
With celebrities and stuff.
Well, celebrities. You say celebrities, but now they've done so many that it's like siblings of celebrities and next door neighbours of celebrities, and sons and daughters of celebrities. And there was one in particular, and I was talking to Carl, and I said, the thing is with him is, I said he's only famous because of who his dad was, and Carl said, yeah, but you could say the same about Jesus. I have faith in people.
That's nice.
I think that it'll all be okay.
What?
It'll be okay.
Have you seen people's track record?
No, but it'll be fine because we'll all be dead soon. French have the best food.
Oh.
Rubbish.
Don't think so.
They eat horses.
Right.
They eat frogs.
Right.
I mean, how did that start? It was the first French bloke to go, I'll have a go at that. Was there two French blokes in the backyard? They're going, I've just built a pond, Pierre. Oh, it's nice, yeah. What's that thing hopping, that slimy thing? That's a frog. We should eat it. What do you mean? You can't eat a frog. Well, no, not all of it, just the legs. Don't eat the frogs. They're good for the garden. They eat the slugs and the snails. Snails.
You never know, do you?
When we're discussing things like, what do the audience expect or what do they want, there's something in me that says I don't care. It's not up to them. It's not up to them. I'll do exactly what I want, and that then you come. And, if you didn't like it, I don't care. Yeah, don't come and see me again. Don't ever come and see me again.
I think as long as that's
because I just don't want to be judged. I really don't want to be judged.
Well, every year I get rid of 10 or 20%, and I add, and so it's every 5 years or 4 years. I don't really keep track of it.
Right.
But I do feel like there are those core things. But you don't work like that. You like to create a show, and that's the show.
I like a whole.
But those 200 shows you do, what did you say, 200 or 600?
About 200.
Okay, so by the end of that, that's an act.
That's an act, and that's ready for HBO if they want it. And bye.
But you must be coming up with stuff all the time, so you gradually evolve the act. You do new stuff.
So I like to keep evolving it. Like Jack Welch ran GE. Every year he fired the bottom 10%.
Right.
That's the way
What's
I do
your
it.
oldest stuff? How old is your oldest stuff? Like, is this
I
like
don't
sourdough bread that there's always
No,
a piece
for 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah. I've been doing Sucks and Great 10 years.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I grew up Woody Allen, Prince. I like short geniuses. Every year Woody Allen has a new movie. Every year Prince has a new album.
Right.
There's
Well, that's why I look at it like
you're
writing a book.
And that's the way I look at it.
But Jerry's point
here's
is
the new
that
stuff.
when you go and see Prince, you want to see his greatest hits, not his new album you haven't heard.
No,
Is
not
that
necessarily.
I want to see both.
Not
I
necessarily.
want to see both. But I think if you leave out...
Maybe today I want to see the hits, but there was a moment there there was a 20-year period in Prince's career where I just wanted the new shit. I couldn't wait for this.
Well, you know what I always think is that if people come and see you, because I have an ongoing relationship with my audience, I think, and a lot of people come back to see me. If somebody
Right.
sees you on TV doing a special and they see the stuff they love, and then they come see you live and they see it live, they'll actually be happy.
Right.
But they won't come back again. They'll go, I know what that guy does. If they come and see you live after the special and it's completely different.
Yeah, I don't know where
they're
That's
going to
another
come
argument
again.
Chris and I have had. Are they coming to see you or are they coming to see the act?
They're coming to see you.
Yeah,
They're absolutely coming to see you.
Of course, but
all
this level,
new
of course they
material-
are. They're not coming to discuss the evolution of the comedy. They're coming to see Jerry Seinfeld, aren't they? It's an event.
Yeah,
for
but
them.
I think Louis is right. If they see the exact same thing, then they won't come back
Those
again.
people will not come again.
Yeah.
But
Well, also the challenge of that, of like, there's a huge amount of pressure. People are coming, they paid a lot of money, they had to park, and they got in a fight with their date or whatever it is. So there is a lot of, there's a huge challenge in not having your old act. But I think you rise to the occasion. You don't rise to the occasion if you don't put the void there.
Right.
If you take away your old material from yourself, like one thing I started doing when I was developing Hours is I'd take my closing bit and I'd open with it.
Right.
Just to fuck myself. Just
Right,
because then
right.
I have to follow my strongest bit.
That's how he got good. You see this attitude?
And then my closing
he's a
bit would.
tough guy.
I've been watching them.
Yeah. He's a
Well,
tough
because then
guy.
the end of your act cauterizes it. It gets stronger just because because you don't have a choice. You know what I mean?
Cauterizes.
So that's why I started doing that. You get rid of all your best weapons, and you have to, or else you're dead.
But don't you think
So
sometimes
it brings
that
something out
when
of
we're
you.
discussing things like, what do the audience expect or what do they want? There's something in me that says I don't care. It's not up to them. It's not up to them. I'll do exactly what I want, and that then you come. And, if you didn't like it, I don't care.
Yeah,
don't come and see me again. Don't ever come and see me again.
I think as long as that's
because I just don't want to be judged. I really don't want to be judged.
Well, then you're in the wrong business
I
completely.
never wanted to
What
be
do you
the
mean, though?
Well,
Why?
you're going up there to be judged. No one is more judged in civilized society than a stand-up comedian. Every 12 seconds you're rated.
Yeah,
that's right.
But that's the feedback. That's what it gives you. They laugh or they don't. What I mean is, I'm not entering a competition. I'm not entering a popularity contest.
You are in a competition.
No, I
Well,
think
no,
Ricky,
because
but Ricky's got
no.
the right attitude as long as it works. In
Well,
other
it
words,
seems to be
In other
working.
words, he doesn't care, and that's funny to people, and that's making them laugh, so it's okay.
Artistically, you're not entering a
Yeah.
competition. You're absolutely right, and you should write for yourself, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But when you play Radio City Music Hall or Madison Square Garden or whatever, you're competing with Led Zeppelin that was there the night before, or Prince, or
Well,
whatever.
you're competing with something.
You're competing with
to sell those tickets. I
Whenever
mean, you have to get to a level to sell a certain number of tickets. I mean,
every room you're in. You're competing with the people that played that room, and you have to be at least as good as the other people that played that room.
What I mean is, I don't
How's
change
that?
anything that I wouldn't want to do or has ever done to find an audience. I do what I do, and somewhere in the world, there's enough people that want to come and fill that venue.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right. It's like Darwinist, really, because you have your thing that you do, and then people flock to it. And if they don't, they don't, and then you die.
Remember the first time you met another kid that was funny?
Yeah.
That was a big
That
deal.
was so
It's
exciting.
a big deal.
I was in third grade, and I met a kid that was funny. And
What was his name? Do you remember?
Jimmy Tenney.
Jimmy Tenney.
And we started making each other laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't you remember kids that were like really funny, funnier than you?
Oh, way funnier.
And then you go off and you make this whole career out of it, and they're going, "Fuck, I could have done that."
Well, there's guys that beat Jordan in basketball.
But I assume
They're out there.
you were always
I beat
funny,
him.
weren't you? I mean, I was always
I
trying
thought
to be
everybody
funny.
was funny. I only, like you said, I only hung out with the funny kids.
Yeah, but my family were funny, all the friends, but that was the important thing.
Yeah,
Where I grew up,
right.
once you'd paid your way, the point was to have a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And that was usually, ribbing people, sort
I
of
ran
play
into
fighting.
one of my. There was a kid named Colin Ryan I went to junior high school with, and my first day of junior high school, it's a very scary step from elementary school. From being like eating a lunch with a milk in the class, and then you're taking a shower with a bunch of kids. Like first day of junior high school, and I'm in the shower and I'm terrified and I don't know anybody. And then this kid next to me he just points and shows me that he's peeing on the kid next to him, who has no idea, who's just showering. He's peeing all over him, and I just died laughing. And he made me laugh that way a million times. And then I went to my high school reunion, and he was just kind of depressed-looking guy now.
Right.
And I told him that story, and I could see that the glimmer was a little faded. But then he said, you know, somewhere that kid is walking around, still doesn't know I peed on him. I don't know what he does for a living, but
He
it's not
pees on
comedy.
people still.
Still pees on
Louis
people.
C.K. said this was really funny. Is it funny? It's not funny now.
Yeah.
A bit?
A bit that you thought, hey, I really have I
Wow.
came up with something. That's a real comedian bit.
Oh my God, a real comedian bit. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. I did some horrible bit about black porn and white porn.
That was a great
I
bit.
remember that
The
bit.
black porn, the girl had
I
a
still think about that
bullet
bit.
wound in
It's a
her
great-
ass.
Yes, those are great stretch marks.
Stretch marks.
And they looked like when you took a picture of the black girl, you didn't have her permission, like she's looking like this. But it's made.
I do it ironic, like I'm better than people, but I'm playing that card, so I'm actually saying I'm not better than them. But I think comedy is about empathy. And do you think that you get away from it? Do you think you lose touch? Because come on, you know,
I don't think it's
we're
about
white-
empathy. I think it's about.
It's totally different with Jerry, I think.
What are you talking about?
You're different.
What, I
than
do
us?
something different.
Yeah, I think so.
You do something different, yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous. But
No, I don't think he does.
Why would that be
No,
ridiculous?
I don't think he does. I
No,
think
you're a
because it's
singular comedian. You're different than other comedians.
I disagree. I think he's more everyman than us because I think he looks at things and he takes things that
I don't
everyone
mean
worries
even
about.
mean that
and
he's not every man.
He's the purest observational comic here. He is the purest
Yes, he
observational
is.
comic out of all of us.
And he does it in a way that nobody would. I can't believe that I live that every day and I never put it just exactly that precise. He's a virtuoso. He plays it like a violin.
Oh, that's very sweet. I'm so glad I came.
Did you ever struggle and feel like you weren't good ever, even in the beginning? I mean, I can't
Not
imagine.
too
I
long.
can't imagine that you.
Not too long.
No.
I was pretty lucky. It was a few months. The worst it ever was I was hitting 500. I would have a good show and a bad show, and a good show and a bad show.
And when is that? What stage is that? Is that first starting out?
First starting at 21 years old, yeah.
So you were 21 and you started in New York clubs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And right away, your first show was a good or bad?
Bad.
Bad. You did 5 minutes, or
Right.
and you sucked for 5.
Right.
So what happened in your? I think that's a good question to ask all of you. What happened between your first time and the second time? What made you go back?
All I had to do was do it once.
Yeah.
And I didn't. Really, success wasn't my objective. It was just I want to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
If I could be one of those guys, I win everything.
Yep.
Money was not the thing. So once I stepped on there the first time, that's it. I'm now one of these guys.
Right.
I'm just going to keep doing this.
And that was is that because you wanted to hang out with comedians or people perceive you as being?
You wanted that to be your identity. You wanted to be
Yeah.
one of those people.
Right. Right.
No, that's what I started in Boston, and I felt that there was these comedians. They were like this, like Olympus, this group
Yeah.
of guys.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be one of them, and I
Right.
didn't care if I sucked at it.
That's right. That is a
just wanted to
very
qualify.
successful attitude. You
Yeah.
just want to be one of those guys. What was the first bit that you came up with that you thought, wow, I really got something there?
It was a bit about street signs, and that they should be punctuated, because I would read them differently than other people.
I remember this
Like,
bit. I remember
yeah, I probably
this.
did an opening for you, like drive slow, children, instead of drive slow, children. Or, no, you turn, things like that, and
I had a
you know.
similar bit. Left turn, okay. Do you remember me doing that?
yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar.
So that
Left turn, okay. It's like,
Yeah.
we're not that impressed, but
Yeah.
you must do it.
Yeah.
I did that and it killed, and I thought, like, this is something I'm capable of.
Right, right. What about you?
Yeah.
A bit?
A bit that you thought, hey, I really have I came up with something. That's a real comedian bit.
Oh my God, a real comedian bit. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. I did some horrible bit about black porn and white porn.
That was a great
I
bit.
remember that
The
bit.
black porn, the girl had
I
a
still think about that
bullet
bit.
wound in
It's a
her
great-
ass.
Yes, those are great stretch marks.
Stretch marks.
And they looked like when you took a picture of the black girl, you didn't have her permission, like she's looking like this. And white porn, they're all airbrushed. And they're
Here's
beautiful.
the thing I love about bits. This is why it is the comedian thing is different. Really good bits
Yeah.
go deep into your head and keep coming back. I'm sure I think about that bit honestly
Yeah.
once a month.
Oh man.
Because it was the first time, and I apologize for how naive this sounds, that I realized, black people live in a different world than white people.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that till I heard that bit. So their Playboy is different from our Playboy.
Yeah.
And they're not that thrilled with it. So. And I didn't know any of that.
That's the funny bit. That's the funny bit as well, from your perspective, that they're not that thrilled with it. So it's complaining again. So you're imposing this Jewishness. Right. They're whining. They're whining about their culture. Oh, we do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
That would have been a great bit, though, if you did that. Black people's porn is different than white porn. And guess what? They're not thrilled with it.
Down, but down.
Yeah, they're not thrilled with it.
How can we help this porn?
Yeah. White porn,
But I
we have
swear,
airbrush.
I do think about that bit.
And unfortunately, the porn hasn't gotten much better.
What was your first bit? What was your
Black
first bit
porn
ever?
still kind of sucks.
My first bit that I thought, that's a real bit, was about the tramway between Manhattan and Roosevelt Island, 1976. The city was going bankrupt. I go, oh, that's great. They're putting up rides for us. Next thing, you know the bit?
Yes, I do.
Next thing, I guess they'll be putting up a roller coaster through the ghetto. I couldn't figure
That's
out
right.
what word to use for
I
that.
saw that recently on YouTube.
That is
Really?
so.
And
I
it was
remember,
a time trip for me because
Let
you
me
said
finish it.
ghetto.
I go, that'll be the first roller coaster where they scream on the flat part of the ride.
Yeah,
That's right.
I remember that. I remember that.
Right.
Woo!
1976.
Ghetto.
But I didn't know. I say Harlem, maybe that'll be a problem. I don't know what to say. I said ghetto.
That's weird because I caught ghetto as a weird. Why is he saying ghetto?
Well, what could I say? I don't know what to
Ghetto.
say.
You're supposed to say the
Where's the
ghetto.
It's the generic term. Can't offend anyone.
Roller coaster
Right.
to the
Make
ghetto.
it economic. Well, that's it. You made it economic instead of race, didn't you? That's what you're worried about, I
Right.
presume. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it could have been the Jewish ghetto in
Well, of
Warsaw.
course, yeah.
Sure.
Just
Could he meant
poor dangerous. He was saying the poor dangerous people.
Yes.
That's what he was saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right. What was your first bit that you did on?
I know it really well.
I wrote it last week.
No, it was only it was about I suppose 2 years before I became a comedian. I was on the radio, and it was a bit that I developed and always brought up. It was facts on the internet that I thought were spurious, and the animal facts were my favourite. So I go through and I deconstruct the motive, the person that put it on there. Why is this? And is there, elephants have been caught swimming 2 miles out off the coast of England, and I go, caught swimming, like it's illegal. What? What are they doing wrong? And I couldn't believe how easy it was to personify animals. And then I felt guilty. I thought, this is almost cheating, because it's instantly funny. You personify an animal. And I thought, oh. So then I started worried about, it's not just being funny, it's being proud of your stuff and doing things that other people couldn't do. Mm-hmm. And it started really screwing with me. But just going out there and just being funny, that's another thing. Are we allowed to just go out there and be funny?
What does that mean?
Well, it worries me. I feel that it's cheating just go out there. I think anyone can be funny.
What?
So
no.
What are you talking about?
Because I feel guilty about just being able to make people laugh. So I wanna do it with
you mean
a
in
harder
a social setting?
Please.
No, on stage. I want them to go, that wasn't just luck, he worked on that bit, and I couldn't come up with that. Because I'm also conscious about comedians who go out there and they're anodyne and safe, and they say things we could all think, and it works.
They don't do very well.
20 minutes
They do.
in.
No,
They fill fucking
20
stadiums.
minutes.
Yeah.
They do well.
No, they
After
don't.
people who don't know comedy.
No, guys like that they get quickly to a place and then they stay there.
We're sort of elitist, and we think that we know what's good and what's allowed, but there are comedians out there that can sell arenas around the country, particularly in Britain, and they go out there and they say, isn't it funny, you take an umbrella out and it doesn't rain, and yet the Times, and people are going, yeah, it's true. But they couldn't be laughing any harder.
That's for a
to the
year,
point where I
though.
want to go, I'm not going on.
Yeah, but
because they can't laugh anymore at that.
Yeah, but there's also a level above that, because like when you follow guys like that who get right to the easiest possible laugh and they get a huge laugh, you can still, when you go on stage, you can feel the people go, yeah, but this is now something.
Yeah, and how many
this is now something a lot
unfunny
better.
comedians? Anybody can get hot, have a hot year, play this big place, that big place. Who the hell has ever sustained a career not being funny? Nobody.
Yeah, you can't. Not being really, truly.
This is when I finished the sitcom.
Hello. And hello. Welcome to the 68th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles. It's going to be a night of partying and heavy drinking.
Or as Charlie Sheen calls it, breakfast. Wow. Whoa. So, let's get this straight. What he did was, he picked up a porn star, paid her to have dinner with him, introduced her to his ex-wife, as you do, went to a hotel, got drunk, got naked, trashed the place while she was locked in a cupboard. And that was a Monday. What did he do New Year's Eve? Anyway, welcome. The Golden Globes is a celebration of the best in TV and movies over the last year, voted for by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. It was a big year for 3D movies, Toy Story, Despicable Me, Tron. Seems like everything this year was three-dimensional. Except the characters in The Tourist. I feel bad about that joke. No, I'll tell you why. I'm jumping on the bandwagon, because I haven't even seen The Tourist. Who has? But no, it must be good, because it's nominated. So shut up, okay? And I'd like to quash this ridiculous rumour going around that the only reason The Tourist was nominated was so the Hollywood Foreign Press could hang out with Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie. That is rubbish. That is not the only reason. They also accepted bribes. Let's... No. All that happened was some of them were taken to see Cher in concert. How the hell is that a bribe? Really? Do you want to go and see Cher? No. Why not? Because it's not 1975. There were a lot of big films that didn't get nominated this year. Nothing for Sex and the City 2. No, I was sure the Golden Globe for special effects would go to the team that airbrushed that poster. Well, great job. Girls, we know how old you are. I saw one of you in an episode of Bonanza. Also not nominated, I Love You, Philip Morris, Jim Carrey and Ewan McGregor, two heterosexual actors pretending to be gay. So the complete opposite of some famous Scientologists, then. What? Probably. My lawyers helped me with the wording of that joke. They're not here. Okay. There's been some great new TV drama this year, like Boardwalk Empire and The Walking Dead, so, yeah. Talking of The Walking Dead, congratulations to Hugh Hefner, who's getting married at the age of 84 to 24-year-old beauty Crystal Harris. When she was asked why she was marrying him, she said because he lied about his age. He told me he was 94. Oh, come on. Don't worry. Hold out and just don't look at it when you touch it. That. I warned him. One of the biggest events in TV this year was the finale of Lost, one of my favourites, and all the questions were answered, yeah. I have to say, though, it was quite a complicated finale. I'm not sure I totally understood it all, but from what I can make out, I'm pretty sure the fat one ate them all. I think... Should we get on with it? Our first presenter is beautiful, talented, and Jewish, apparently. Mel Gibson told me that. He's obsessed. Please welcome Scarlett Johansson. Like Pac-Man. Okay. You know our next presenter from such films as Hudson Hawk, Look Who's Talking, Mercury Rising, Colour of Night, Fifth Element, Hearts War. Please welcome Ashton Kutcher's dad, Bruce Willis. Next up, Eva Longoria has the daunting task of introducing the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press. That's nothing. I just had to help him off the toilet and pop his teeth in. It was messy. Please welcome Eva Longoria. That's my favourite film of the year. The creator of Facebook, of course, Mark Zuckerberg, is reportedly worth $7 billion. Heather Mills calls him the one that got away. The next two presenters are funny, charming, and down-to-earth. He's Alec from The Rock, she's just Jenny from The Block. If the block in question is that one on Rodeo Drive between Cartier and Prada. Please welcome Alec Baldwin and Jennifer Lopez. All right? I love this next presenter. He's so cool. He's the star of Iron Man, Two Girls and a Guy, Wonder Boys. Sorry, these porn films. What? Kiss, Kiss, Bang, Bang. Bowfinger. Really? Yeah. Up the Academy. Come on. He has done all those films, but many of you in this room probably know him best from such facilities as the Betty Ford Clinic and Los Angeles County Jail. Please welcome Robert Downey Jr. Okay. The next presenter is a true Hollywood icon. In 10 of the biggest blockbusters of all time, he has shown his extraordinary acting versatility. He has played a boxer and Rambo. Please welcome Sylvester Stallone. Our next presenters are two of the funniest people in America. She stole the show on Saturday Night Live, then went on to create, write and star in her own show, 30 Rock. He was a jobbing actor, career not going that well if I'm being totally honest, who got his big break when I cast him in a remake of a show that I created called The Office. He's now leaving that show and killing a cash cow for both of us. Please welcome the wonderful Tina Fey and the ungrateful Steve Carell. Welcome back. Now, our next presenters are young and thin, with hair and teeth. They're lovely to look at, which is just as well because they're presenting the award for Best Foreign Language Film, a category that no one in America cares about. Please welcome Olivia Wilde and Robert Pattinson. Okay. What can I say about our next two presenters? The first is an actor, producer, writer and director whose movies have grossed over $3.5 billion at the box office. He's won 2 Academy Awards and 3 Golden Globes for his powerful and varied performances, starring in such films as Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Castaway, Apollo 13 and Saving Private Ryan. The other is Tim Allen. Hello and welcome back. The next presenter is a national treasure, Miss Congeniality herself. This down-to-earth girl next door first stole our hearts as a bus driver and then as a railway fare collector. Now, of course, she wouldn't be seen dead on public transport because as she just said to me backstage, poor people are gross and they smell bad. Please welcome Sandra Bullock. Thank you very much. That's about it. Well done. Justice there. Thanks to everyone in the room for being good sports. Thanks to NBC. Thanks to the Hollywood Foreign Press. Thank you for watching at home. And thank you to God for making me an atheist. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce tonight's act, from Stars in Their Eyes, Mr. Matthew Kelly. He is the creator of the most successful British comedy of all time. He is Hollywood's hottest Brit with shows on 3 American networks and more appearances on Letterman than any other comedian. He holds the world record for internet downloads. He has sold 5 million DVDs worldwide and is the only British performer to write and star in The Simpsons. He has won an Emmy, 2 Golden Globes and 6 BAFTAs, and now has the fastest-selling live tour in history. So who are you going to be for us tonight?
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Ricky Gervais.
So now, Mr. Midas himself,
She didn't think I was that great, and she should know. She's worked with the Chuckle Brothers. So it's like a dagger to the heart when a comedy icon like her slags you off, do you know what I mean? Particularly she looks so like Sid Little in drag. I was worried about these gigs, you know. I thought, oh, God, I'm coming to London. And yet the first day, the reviews were great. And one paper said, the most talked about comedian of the decade. And I thought, wow. I was flat. I thought, most talked about comedian of the decade. I was thinking, that can't be true. I was thinking, no, I'm the second most talked about comedian of the decade. If they ever find a dead bloke in my pool with a chair leg up his arse, I might... Until then, I'm happy with the number 2 slot. Not a euphemism. But I started and ended the regional tour in Scotland. The first gig I did back in January was Glasgow, and I had Glasgow so wound up about Edinburgh being the capital, I shouldn't have brought it up, that they wanted to come and storm the castle. They wanted to get in their cars and go and storm the castle, old-fashioned style, you know, like Frankenstein's monster. Ooh, get him out, ooh. I always think of Frankenstein's monster like the 19th century equivalent of the local paedophile. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that name and shame campaign the tabloids did a few years ago, where they showed pictures of all the paedophiles they knew, and they go, there's one near you, and people going, yeah, there's one near me, yeah. Everyone's a paedophile. There's a bloke in the park, he's the park keeper, he's a paedophile. To such an extent that in Portsmouth, an angry mob burnt down the house of a paediatrician. And they said, well, he had a plaque outside. Huh? Do paedophiles have brass plaques, mate? Kiddie Fiddler, established 1979. My friend said, oh, you shouldn't start the tour in Scotland. They hate the English. I went, that's a cliche. He went, no, it's true. Also, it's true that all Scottish people are just alcoholics. I went, bollocks. Loads of them are smackheads as well now. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I think that's the important thing, because I've often said that people get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily the same thing. You can make jokes about any subject. It depends what the joke is.
Yeah.
There's no rules. You can't joke about this. You can.
You should be able to.
You just can.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's nothing sacred. But people then they go, wow, yeah, but you shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong.
Yeah,
you know, if you don't like the facts, don't change the facts, change the feelings.
Yeah.
You know.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life
with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like. I want people to stop saying that joke's offensive.
Yeah.
I want them to start saying I found it offensive, because you've got to own the emotion, because that's all it is. You're just telling me how you feel about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing intrinsically offensive about this joke.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
I'm going to, okay? That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.